Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood counselor, Dr. Will, and welcome to the Heal Always podcast. Wellness and welcomes to you all. And I have to admit, 2025 did not only the best, but the worst of me. And 2026 has given me the moment to breathe, choose, and live through my experiences. I just want to do a quick recap about what was happening, what is happening, and what we're hoping to see what happens. So first off, 2025 was amazing because I actually had my first moment of living my dream. I waited 10 years for this moment to go to one of the most prestigious spaces for psychology and trauma in Europe. I got the chance to go to Oxford University. And among there, I was with some of the most brilliant thinkers of our era, of our time. And I got to sit, I got to talk with them, I got to present, I got to create great relationships. And it felt like I was truly in my element. And when I mean that, I mean it was like I was at the Hogwarts of psychologists. That's what it felt like. And when I was sitting at the table, it felt like Hogwarts. And because it was just so amazing to hear these brilliant minds sitting right next to me, and we're sharing a wine together, we're sharing a cab, right? And I got to use my brain as fullest potential, as much as I could. And it was understood. It gave me a chance to really just lock in about what I was missing in my life. I got to see what I wanted, and I got to finally get to the mountaintop. And so when I was there, I finally reached the mountaintop and I realized that I wanted a beach. So I got to the top, I got to present, I got to show who I am, I got to show everything, right? And it made me realize what I really wanted and what I really needed. And so as I'm walking down this mountaintop, because I'm still walking down this mountain right now, I'm still high off of that experience, I'm really starting to recognize what I'm here for, what Washington Wellness Institute is going to become, and what I'm actually offering to this community. And so what I'm hoping that you get from this podcast is not only my most professional quality, but you're also getting the heart of who I am. And you're also feeling connected enough to stay in touch with me, stay in tune with me, to write me letters. I love getting mail from people. I love reading letters and writing them back. I even love reading them, right? So I'm really hoping that you get to share this moment with me. And I think the biggest lesson that I got from 2025 was that your purpose was always supposed to be enough. And so it's important to understand the relationship that's needed to ensure you are secure with what your purpose is. And your relationships can either enhance or they can kind of distract you or create a detour onto what your greatest purpose is. So what I would like to do real quick is just talk about some of the pillars that we were doing in 2025 and what to expect in 2026. Cool? Before we do this, let's just take a deep breath. In. Out. Next time we're going to hold our breath on the way in. Let's do it one more time. So, I'm going to name it with 3 things in 2025. Understanding that your purpose is enough. That's the first thing. The second thing is your relationships will determine and validate how you look at reward, value, and investment. And then lastly, the third thing is making the decision. And I was a little uncertain about saying that because we always talk about making decisions. But what I found is that my decisions were best represented when I lived a life of stillness. And so a lot of times when you are feeling the emotions and the chaos and the calamity, it is very important to understand that your stillness actually allows you to see everything you need. So I have been sitting in the eye of my own storm. And sometimes I wanted to put my hand in there. Sometimes I wanted to, fix something, or I even saw someone else's tornado and I tried to fix that too. We have to learn to be still. And being still doesn't mean doing nothing. Being still means you're acknowledging the things that are happening, you're naming the things that are happening, you're addressing the things that are happening, but you also remove yourself from thinking that you have the power to create the result. So we have to learn to stop focusing on the result and focusing on the power that we have within ourselves. And the power isn't about changing other people. The power is in self-preservation, right? And so self-preservation means, how can I maintain the integrity of what I know, feel, and think? That is one of the hardest things to create a discipline about. So that's what 2025 was all about. And for those of you that are new to this and new to Washington Wellness Institute and the Heal Always podcast, is that I'm going to give you side quests all the time. So I'm also starting to stream as well. So the streaming, I'm playing video games and I'm talking about mental health. It's called Side Quests and Skill Trees. So it's a place for you to play video games, join me, and I talk about mental health and ask questions for free about what's going on. So I wanted to change a little bit, right, in this new transition of 2026. Now, what I love about 2026 is that I finally get to do the thing that I've been dreaming of. So I always wanted the Institute to truly be an institute. And what inspired me was the love of Professor Xavier. Yes, I know there's a battle between Magneto was right and Professor X. I am a Professor X person. I'm sorry. I get Magneto definitely has compelling stories, but I am definitely a Charles Xavier fan. And so what I'm trying to do is create our own healing space for uncanny healers. And what I love about this is that the Institute is growing. We're not just a clinic anymore. We're also a space for education. We're also a place for wellness. And we're also a place for treatment. So these are the three pillars that are going to be implemented. And the educational track is going to help healers, people that want to learn about healing, and also help restore the belief within healers, because a lot of us are really burnt out. And that's why I even started this institute, was to help first responders. So I wanted to be a first responder for first responders. That was the goal in the pandemic for me. So I'm happy to bring this back in a very strong place. And I want Washington Wellness Institute to be a space where we can truly thrive at being a space for modern healers creating impactful experiences. That's the goal. So 2026, you're going to see live streams. You're going to see pre-recorded videos of gameplay and information. You're going to see me reaching out, asking to write letters. I would love to write letters back to you. You're going to see gaming happening. You're going to see me bringing on new people that are innovative in their healing and their thought philosophy. I'm also going to teach you about the reset modality again, right? So if you haven't seen it, go back to the first episodes, because that is the foundation of what I'm going to be speaking from. So you get firsthand experience about how I think within this modality. It's very important because I'm taking this thing all the way to the top and I'm spreading it all across the world. It's going to happen. And I would love for you to be there first with me, because I can't do this alone. So 2026, expect new engagement, expect new fun and mental health topics, and also expect me to challenge you. I am not here to make you feel good. I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to help you feel seen. So be kind to yourself and heal always.